But no, we are doing Death of Superman, and in a very much like our kind of way. We take a lot of things from well, I say we, the writers do a great job taking from the comics and then putting our kind of Superman and Lois spin on it. So they've done that again this year, and I think they did a really great job. So I'm excited for the fans to see what that looks like.
Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Tazz here, and welcome back to the channel. This past weekend with San Diego Comic-Con, we received our first real teasers of what to expect from the final season of Superman and Lois. Yes, maybe the trailer did leak a few days before it was actually supposed to go live, but that doesn't detract from the epicness that was the Season 4 trailer, as well as the sneak preview that was released along with it. In addition, Tyler Hoechlin, Bitsy Tulloch, as well as showrunner Todd Helbing were all present in Hall H to give fans one final hurrah and some teases for what to expect in Superman and Lois's final season. So with all of that said, as always, the trailer and teaser along with any sources I may use will all be linked down there in the description below for you guys to go check out for yourselves. But without any further ado, let's just fly right into this trailer breakdown. Starting things off with the Season 4 trailer, we have roughly 2 minutes of footage to pick through. It seems like we will really hit the ground running, picking up pretty much right where we left off, getting to see not only the immediate aftermath and effects of Clark's fight with Doomsday in Smallville, but also the continuation of that battle out in space. We get immediate confirmation that Superman is in fact dead, as we do see a shot of Lois holding a lifeless Superman's hand back down in the middle of Smallville. Hopefully they do somewhat recreate the iconic Death of Superman artwork here. Lois and the boys now have to come to terms with the reality that Clark is dead. Life has to go on, but it's going to be tougher for some more than others. Lois is trying to stay strong for her family, while John and Jordan have other ideas. Jordan thinks that this is his time to don the Superboy suit and pick up the slack in his father's absence, while John has to reel him back in and make him face the reality of the situation that their dad is dead, for now at least. Jordan goes as far as to confront Lex Luthor face-to-face in Metropolis, and it is here where we get one of the coldest lines. "Next time you come at me, you better be ready to kill me." Lex certainly is not playing around this season, but he's also taking his time to enjoy the moment. The world is left without its protector, which gives Lex free rein to enact whatever his plan might be. On the surface, it would appear that Lex is trying to re-establish himself, his company, and his image, now without the interference of Superman or Lois. John Henry and Natalie appear briefly as well, and I really hope this means we will be getting the show's rendition of Reign of the Supermen, which I will touch on a little bit later. Throughout the trailer, we get to see a few more flashes of the fight between Clark and Doomsday, complete with Superman's severed cape floating on the moon overlooking the Earth. Such a great shot. And speaking of great shots, I wanted to take a moment to shout out the incredible VFX artists, as Doomsday looks absolutely incredible in the trailer and preview clip, and overall just in general this season looks to be shot beautifully. So there's no need to worry that we will be losing quality here in the final season. It seems like it has maintained, if not increased, from the looks of things. Nearing the end of the trailer, we get to see some pushback from Lois when she finds out what Jordan has been doing as Superboy, as I'm sure she is even more worried about her son's superhero adventures after what has happened to Clark. Jonathan is also facing some darkness of his own, as the fallout of the Doomsday fight has seemingly left him on edge and honestly much angrier than we last saw him. Closing things out, we have some proof of life from General Sam Lane, as Lex seems to be about to bury him alive, stating that no one is coming to save him this time. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan or John Henry and Natalie swoop in last minute to get him out of this predicament. And finally, to wrap up the trailer, back to outer space as we see the continuation of the Superman vs. Doomsday fight, which we will break down even further in the sneak peek preview. As the title card rolls, we see the new logo for the final season, as well as confirmation that when the show returns on October 17th, it will be with a 2-hour premiere, and I couldn't be more excited. Shifting gears to the preview clip, it is just 2 straight minutes of the most epic display of power from both Superman and Doomsday. Clark is certainly battle damaged as his suit is all torn up, the cape has been ripped off, and his face is scraped and scarred. Doomsday and Superman continue the fight through an asteroid field, unleashing all of their power and every ounce of strength they have left at each other. There's not too much to take away from this aside from the fact that this all but confirms that the season will pick up right off from the cliffhanger shot on the moon at the end of Season 3. I cannot wait to see the second half of this fight, and once again, this is going to be one epic showdown. But now it's theory time. What the heck is going on here? It appears that when Season 4 picks up, we will get the conclusion to the space brawl, followed by the legitimate death of Superman. They bury Clark and have to deal with the ramifications of his death and Lex's victory. Towards the end of the first episode, or since it's a 2-parter, maybe the middle of the 2-hour block, we will get some sort of confirmation that Superman lives and just needs some time to recharge, perhaps in the black suit with the mullet and beard. In the second half, that's when I believe we will see the show's take on Reign of the Supermen. Jordan will try his hand at legitimately becoming Superboy in his father's absence, and maybe we'll see John Henry and Natalie as the two Steels play a prominent role in the hero side of things as well. Maybe even deciding to stay in Smallville for just a little while longer, as everyone tries to find their footing post-Superman. And in the triumphant third act, that is where we will see Superman return, black suit and all, right in the nick of time to stop whatever threat may have emerged in his absence that Jordan and the Irons were not able to stop alone. The only real wildcard here is Jonathan. As of now, he's powerless, and I'm sure that is something that he will be struggling with throughout the first part of the season. But potentially, Clark's death is the catalyst and the trauma point that finally helps his powers kick in, giving us a second Superboy. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but that would be very cool to see. As well as you could play into the dichotomy between the brothers and how they each would approach the job of being the next Superman. Overall, guys, I'm equally hyped and sad going into the 4th and final season here. Hyped as we get to see all of these characters one last time, but sad for that very same reason. One last fight, one last season, 10 more episodes to wrap up everything. I have no doubt in my mind that it will be done well and with the utmost respect for the characters and the mythology of Superman, closing out this chapter not only for the Kent family, but the Arrowverse as a whole. We do also know that Tom Cavanaugh will be in this season, I believe in the finale, but it has been revealed that he will not be playing the Reverse Flash, however, an entirely new character which is still very exciting. Superman and Lois is the final remnant of the original Arrowverse. Even though it's on another Earth, it's still DC TV on the CW, and it's sad to see things like this come to an end. At San Diego Comic-Con, Tyler Hoechlin and Bitsy Tulloch were in Hall H, and they seemed so happy to be there, giving fans a tease of what to expect in this final season, as well as giving one final farewell. From what they said, it seems like fans are in for a very special final season, and will not be disappointed by the way everything wraps up. There was also a little tease about Superman's suit, and that we should be on the lookout for some cool details. Again, hoping this means that we see the black suit and an upgraded final suit as well. If the poster is any indication, we may be in for a new suit with a larger crest, as well as potentially the addition of the classic trunks. But with that said, guys, I want to know your thoughts on everything that was revealed from the trailer, the preview clip, and Comic-Con. What are you most excited to see in the final season of Superman and Lois? What kinds of surprises do you think we have in store for us? And what do you think Lex Luthor is truly planning? Just let me know your thoughts on all of this down there in the comments below. But until next time, guys, it's been Tazz, and I will see you guys in the next video.